morning. I want to talk about a syndrome that everybody was talking about that got in everybody's head. Well, watch out, just grab there. And it's called the imposter syndrome. And the reason why is it's really just a mindset thing, man. I got upset when I heard that. Man, check out that sun, man. The sun's beautiful. I did these videos when it's beautiful because I want to capture in the moment, and I just want to share with you my thoughts, because when I'm walking out here, I'm thinking. So I'm just going to think out loud, all right? So I'm Jeff the Entrepreneur. If you don't know me, I apologize for that. I borrowed that from one of my mentors who used to say that, because literally, I personally believe no matter what anybody says, your life will get better. Anybody's life will get better by knowing me, all right? And sometimes I'm so much, I'll distract a jogger and I'll talk to him. Not today though, right? And listen, everybody's not for everybody. There's what? 7.5 billion people in this world or something, right? People need your help, all right? I just want to say this. So who are you, man? I don't know why I'm walking in the sand right now. Who are you to then say, I'm not supposed to be doing this, or I feel out of my body like this, right? So it's always a mindset thing. My boy Hermosi talks about this. It's 3 things. Follow Alex Hermosi, by the way, his channel. He's phenomenal. But he talks about skills, learning skills, character traits, and beliefs. And beliefs is when this word imposter syndrome came on, being like, am I supposed to be here right now? Like, who am I? A guy whose family's house was going through foreclosure again and again and again, and technically still again, but it don't matter, man, because we got this, right? Who am I? Man, whew, God is great, isn't he? Look at that, man. Man, California, I love you, man. You can see why they wrote songs about this place. So you just gotta know what you're called for. And if you don't know what you're called for, sometimes it helps to get around people that they have a calling and join them. That's why people stand outside and they hold signs, because they want to feel purpose, right? So if you want to feel purpose in life, you have to get aligned with exactly what you've been through, okay? Because we've all been through, so everybody's been through trauma, right? I can talk about all this stuff. People get mad. Listen, Kokomo J's is the trauma I was through. That's me living out the trauma. The vision that may or may never happen, okay? But what's happened is a whole a journey of things changing lives. I realized, man, I don't really like coffee that much. I'm drinking energy drinks now, and I don't even need them, man. I know they're bad for you. Trust me. I'm gonna hear it from people. But the journey of building Kokomo J's, a coffee shop music, and honor my brother Jay, who me and him wrote it out, and he didn't make it, right? That lives on through me. Jay was one of the best storytellers ever. Like, if you know, my dad says my mom was, right? And I lost my mom to cancer. I lost my dad. People, listen, you lose people in life, okay? It's part of life. I don't know how long I'm gonna live, okay? But this message, the reason why I'm putting these YouTube videos out, whether nobody watches it or not, is because they'll share. John C. Maxwell was at this event. We're at the Driven event here. And he said something extremely important. He said, you know, the reason he never wanted to write books, but he wrote books because he might help someone that he'll never meet. So this video, if you share it, will help someone they never meet. And I want to say, you're called to do something special in life. If you're, I just met some attorneys. You can check me out on Facebook, Jeff the Entrepreneur. There's a live video with me with 2 attorneys. They knew nothing about Driven or anything like that. They're family law attorneys. They're good guy attorneys. I thank them because they're really helping through some of the tough stuff that I've seen in life with family and just a lot of trauma stuff, man. So listen, if you want to do something meaningful and change lives and come to an event, I'm putting on an event like this. Like, I don't care if they make money or not, man. We don't die with money, you know, right? So you're as rich as you want. And entrepreneurs, we do such a measurable scale, right? I love marketing. I love brand. I love telling a story. I'd love a chance to tell your story. We're doing webinars. We're coming out with, thank you to Brendan Boyd, who filmed me on a podcast. I think it's called On Pursuit Podcast here. Check that out. That was a good issue, dude. Literally, I'm out in this beautiful thing. We're shacked up in a hotel, literally in my hotel with that, just standing in front of a few cameras, right? And we have God's creation right here. We should have done the podcast out here, Brendan. But listen, I'm getting sand in my shoe. So, but I'm thankful and grateful I get sand in my shoe. Glad Monday, I'm grateful. I need a guy like that with the cam. So listen, get rid of the imposter syndrome. It's just, you were called to do something great. Screw everybody else and what they say. Listen, I own a consulting firm called Change Life Consulting, and I've helped a lot of people get to where they want by telling their story and brand marketing, looking over copy. I've done a lot. You know, I failed a lot to learn where I'm at. I am proud. I have probably some of the best connections that even if I don't know someone, I will generally help connect you with somebody it is. Whether it's my boy Patrick Ben David, or it's freaking Ed Milat, or it's Brad freaking Lee. Like, I don't care. Like, we're all on the same journey to help people, man. So share this video if you want to help somebody and you want to do something good. I'm not here to sell anything. I'm here for you to buy into the journey to really help it on here, you know? So I don't know if I'm going the right way. So that's why you got to look up sometimes. You got to keep the next 5 moves ahead, right? So that's great. Hey, by the way, I'm gonna give you a good book recommendation. If you haven't read this book, it's a great book. I'm reading it right now. I had to switch. My arm was getting tired, man. Holding the camera. This is a workout. Great book. It's called The Third Circle. I have so much knowledge in me, man, that I can't wait to share it with you in every way from an event. We're gonna do, Dan Fleischman's gonna hook us with a mansion. We're gonna do a little retreat for everybody in the Changing Lives Entourage or Accelerator, whatever we're calling it, the Changing Lives group, right? And then we're gonna put on a big event eventually. And listen, it doesn't have to be big. I just want some big time people there. Big time people want people there. So if you want to come to the thing, DM me on Jeff the Entrepreneur Vet, and we'll get you locked in for everything. And yes, just so you know, I pre-sold the best Clubhouse guide ever. If you know me from Clubhouse, I spent some time on Clubhouse. That is coming out. We pulled it back off. So glad. You ever have something that you're glad you didn't release it and you pulled it back? That's what I did. So yeah, that's all I have. It's just, I literally just can't believe I'm here, man. Can't believe it. So, all right, we're gonna go. By the way, shout out to Passa Hotel. This is why I was waiting. I want to get back to the hotel. The beach is nice. Dude, I think the hotel's better. The hotel doesn't get sand in your shoe, you know? So this, I'm coming back, man. It's a luxury hotel and spa. Gorgeous place. Thank you, Albert, for putting it on. Thank you, Sil, for putting it on here. You guys know how to pick some dynamite spots. So maybe one day we'll put on an event here so someone can come and get blown away too. You know, who knows, man. All right. Love you all. Love your faces, like Alpha Size says, right? Because who doesn't, man? We all got faces and they're all beautiful. All right. Be great. I'm gonna go crush this event. Make some connections.